Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of My 15 Minutes. This is episode 54, actually. Yep, 54. It is the 23rd of July. Oh, Jesus, oh my God. The 23rd of February of 2020. Oh my God, I'm telling you. Being old is no picnic. Ugh. It is not. Um, but, it has its advantages too. The advantages that you've been through it all. You've seen a lot. You've done a lot. Some of it pleasurable, some of it not, but you've done it. So you, you may be old, but you got experience. Yep, you got experience. Yeah. And that means squat to nobody. Not to squat to anybody. I don't know. I'm old. Anyway, this is my 15 minutes. The channel is the Old Folks Boogie 2 channel. We're just having fun. This is, if you're new to me, this is the first time you've ever seen this video. I started January 1st. I'm going to go through December 31st of this year. I want to have 366 complete episodes when I'm done. Today is episode 54. This is the 54th day of the year, and I get to count every single one all the way through. So this is number 54. Yay. And that's pretty good, actually. I'm actually impressed with myself to a certain extent that I've actually been able to run my mouth for, almost, oh my God, I don't even know how many hours it is right now, but it's a lot. It's over 12, 13, 13 hours maybe? I don't. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, they're over 13. It looks like 13 and a half maybe when this is done. It would be 13 and a half hours of me running my mouth. Oh my God. Think about that. That's a lot. What have I got to say that's that important? Nothing. Because nothing I say means anything to anybody. I'm just out there running my mouth, as I've said before. So if you happen to catch it and you get a glimpse of something or you get a chuckle out of something, more power to you. But if you don't, hey, turn me off. I'm not, I'm not, I'm not anybody's conscience. That's for sure. I am my own. But last night's episode, I don't know why I was so riled up about it, but I still am actually. Every time I've said this before. I hate watching the news. My wife, Susan, that person loves the news. Why? I have no idea. It is just a mess. You worry constantly when you watch the news. It's a lot of it's heartbreaking. What they want to bring you for information is heartbreaking information. It's hard to watch, very hard to watch for me. I am not a fan. I am a fan of some stories within the news, and when I watch it, there are things that catch my attention, and I enjoy watching that particular piece of information being given to me. But the human interest stuff and the exploration stuff and all that, it doesn't show up on the news very much these days. There's no room for it. Wars, murders, politicians, they take up all of the time. They take up everything. Escapism is situation comedies on TV or some dramas you might like, or anything to take your mind off the craziness that we're involved in right now. I'm just, I don't know what to say. Who does? Like I said before, I just run my mouth. I don't even know why sometimes right now, but maybe again, I think my mindset for this particular piece of not tonight specifically, but this year-long odyssey into running my mouth for 15 minutes a day, um, hopefully would benefit my kids later on. And they don't live at home, they're down in the city. And I don't think they watch my channel, but maybe someday they'll take an interest on Pop's Gone. Because someday I will be. They'll be hopefully considerably older than they are now, and I don't know how long YouTube archives your stuff either. I have no idea. Um, how long are things on YouTube once you put them up there? Forever? I mean, they keep adding server space. They have to. My God, the amount of data pouring into the YouTube system on a daily basis, I just can't believe it hasn't swamped them into non-existence almost. I was an IT professional. I know what data is, how much data room it takes up, and how fast it's accumulated, especially on video. God, 4K video, now 8K video. These are huge files taking up massive amounts of room. But yet, somehow they're not choking on it. Pretty cool, actually, I think. But again, I don't know how long they're going to keep a hold of my stuff. If I stop producing, stop putting stuff up there on a regular basis, will they, we'll know sometime, I guess, maybe. But do they hold on to you for the rest of your life? Recently I sold a couple things on eBay. They were, flying toys that I had gotten the kids for Christmas one year, and they never made use of. They were called the Storm Launcher. This particular toy was developed, so radio controlled, and it's a boat, it's a plane, and it goes on hard surfaces as well. And at the time, it was a hot ticket, and everybody loved the Storm Launcher. But there were YouTube videos galore. So this was when the kids were pretty young. So now it's, I don't know, 12, 13 years later, something like that, maybe 14 years. Yeah, maybe 14 or 15 years later. So when I was selling them, I went to look, and there's still all the videos. If you just do a search on Storm Launcher on YouTube, you'll find them. They're all over the place. They're still there. Nobody's kicked them off. Nobody's maybe somebody has deleted their channel and everything that was on it at some point. But if you leave your channel alone, do they leave it alone? I don't know. Well, it'll be interesting to find out. We'll see. But if everything that I'm talking about now is still here when I'm dead, it could be tomorrow. Hopefully, as I talked about before, I'm due to expire or at least see 83 years. So right now I'm looking at about a 13-year spread between alive and dead. So, but we'll see what happens. YouTube, if things progress the way they seem to be progressing, my stuff should still be there long after I'm gone. And maybe my kids will take advantage and they'll watch their dad do his year of running his mouth on YouTube and see what he has to say. I don't, whether they do or not, I have no idea whether anybody does. But although I do know that there is one person that I know of, my future sister-in-law, getting married this coming May. She makes comments on my website or my YouTube channel. She's the only one so far. She may be the only one that actually watches it. Thank you, Janet, for actually watching what and listening to what I have to say. It's I appreciate it. But anyway, it's just such a funny thing that you have this access to, to do this. And I'm going to take it on the road too, because I'm going down south in the spring for a little while. Then I'll be back up. But I have to take this whole thing with me and shoot it wherever I am. It's pretty simple, actually. I'm really stoked because other than getting it, through the mill and uploaded, that's my only issue. And it's not a big mill at all. Not a big deal. Um, but um, but I'll have a laptop with me, and I'll have learned how to utilize it in the same way at that point. So we shouldn't have an interruption, hopefully. Please. But, only time will tell. Only time will tell. The went out. Oh, I know what I did. I went out today. Did got a little another bargain in. Found a bargain. Not at a thrift store though, but just as good a bargain. One of the things about living in this house, and if the kids are watching this, they know, and anybody that's been in this house knows, it's old, and old houses have a distinct lack of closet space and cupboard space and places to store things and an inside access to the basement. We don't have that. And a basement that's, usable as a storage. That's a mess. It's, it's not someplace you want to go in very often, although it's a lot cleaner now and in a lot better shape than it used to be. It's not livable, but it is, it's a better base. It's still wet. It's a 300-year-old foundation almost, and it leaks water like a sieve when it rains. Luckily, it hasn't affected the structural integrity of the foundation. It just, water comes through and just seeps on through. We have a sump pump, and then it goes out. But anyway, so the lack of closet space has always meant that we depend a lot on, furniture. But now we even more so. We have the kids are gone, so we're converting rooms. We're doing things, changing the way the house is laid out, how it runs. Not a lot, but enough. And so today I bought myself an armoire. Actually, Susan and I bought me an armoire. We went out and got it together. Really nice one. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace this time, of all things. I shouldn't say that of all things. Facebook Marketplace has some good bargains on it. And it's a little easier to peruse sometimes than Craigslist. But I do both. I'm constantly looking at both of them. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. But anyway, I bought myself an armoire. A really nice piece. It has 2 big doors. And it sits on a separate base with a drawer. And when you open the 2 doors, it's got a hanging section at the top and then 4 drawers underneath, 2 and 2, 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. And then there's the base with another single big drawer at the bottom of that. So that'll give me, oh my God, so much more space in the master bedroom. Master bedroom, if you want to call it a master bedroom. With the bathroom that's, 20-something feet away at the other end of another room, crossing the opening to the kitchen. I told her, I said, we need to create just a suite here. Just block off the kitchen from, be able to put a door on it, put a door over the kitchen entry and just create a suite. But since there's only the 2 of us and you can go naked anytime you want, it really doesn't matter. Although I shouldn't say it. It matters to Susan. But she doesn't want to create a suite. Because I'd be ready to just knock out the middle wall there. But anyway, I bought this armoire. Susan and I went out and got it. It was over in Royersford. Really nice area over there in Royersford. Nice couple. And bought the piece, paid very little money for it, very nicely made. It's not, don't get me wrong, it's not heirloom quality furniture. I'm not buying heirloom quality furniture because I don't have any heirs that want any of this stuff. This is everything we accumulate is going to end up at auction sometime in the future, I'm sure. Anyway, my 15 minutes are up. I hope you had a good day. I certainly did. Um, be kind to the ones you love. Love the ones you can be kind to. Good night.